Hey, that sounds so good. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday. So y'all know what time it is. It's Flashback Friday. And as y'all can see, I came in with Juicy Fruit, a classic 80s record. If you don't know this record, we can't be friends. Because when you do an 80s R&B mix or anything, this song has to be on there. Just hands down, it has to be. And if you don't know this song, then I can't talk to you. I can't trust you if you don't know this song. For real, for real. And also, if you don't know this song, then you obviously don't know the person that remade this song in 1994, and it was his first single off his album, and he entitled it Juicy as well. And if you don't know that song, then something is wrong with you again, and I again cannot trust you. But it goes a little something like this. Reach for the stars. Hey, you had a few, but not that many. I'm so mad because y'all, I sung Juicy Fruit's version, and that is not the right thing. But y'all know where I'm coming from, though. But it's all good. But you know what's so crazy about this song and Juicy and Juicy Fruit and all that is Juicy Fruit was my mom and dad's first dance, you know, after they got married at their wedding reception, and they danced to this. And then my dad's CV handle was Biggie. And it's crazy because he got that from Biggie Smalls, and then Biggie's first single was Juicy, and they used the sample of their first dance that they danced after they got married, which is crazy. It's bugged out. It's just so crazy. I think about stuff like that, but it's just so crazy. You know what I mean? And then he's one of our favorite rappers, and I mean, well, he's our favorite rapper, period. My mom's favorite rapper, my dad's favorite rapper, my favorite rapper, and, you know, and every time we play this part, we just go crazy, and we have to, because he's talking about our birthplace, and he was right like that. Hey, it's the Brooklyn Way, and y'all, if y'all don't know by now, my mom and dad and I are from Brooklyn, but then, you know, our roots are from South Carolina, like my grandparents, and then me and mom moved down there and all that good stuff. So our roots, but we Brooklyn heads, so you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely when he said that, you know, we love that. But anyway, back to the video. As y'all can see, and y'all will see, that this video is about my 80s R&B joints that I have to play when I'm like DJing or chilling at the house. And it's not going to be too long. I don't want to keep y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? I know it's Friday. You know, y'all want to get y'all rock on, but maybe this can become, you know, these songs can get in y'all playlists on Fridays, and y'all can rock to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I came with the idea because yesterday I was chilling in the house, and I said, yo, I feel like listening to some music, because I got me a new record player, which was, I've been playing like crazy. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been showing every record, crate digger, everything I'm doing with my new record. But I just felt like listening to some 80s, and then I played these 5 songs, and I said, wait a minute. Every time I get on my 80s tip, I play these 5 songs. So I was like, you know what? For Flashback Friday, I'm going to give y'all these 5 joints, these 80s classics that I feel that should be, you know, on your list. But maybe it won't be, but most likely it will be. And if it's not, you're going to add it because it's dope like that. But here we go. So start with number 5. This joint gets the groove going. Now, when I'm home and I go back home to be with my family or whatever, they know when I play this joint, Junior is about to be on his 80s tip for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then I could just hear my mom. She like, oh, shit, Junior's in my era now. So that's good to hear. So I got to start it off with D-Train. And it just gets me in the mood. I get my red cup. I'm ready to go. But I don't have my red cup in this video. But I have my red cup, and I just glide to the floor. You know what I'm saying? A DJ can always glide to the floor and let the music play for a second, get his groove on, and go on back to the 1s and 2s. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm home, I call myself Soulful JR on the 1s and 2s. Figure I'd tell y'all. But here we go. D-Train, and it goes a little something like this. This joint bangs, y'all, so I hope y'all ready to party. And here we go. One joint knock, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That joint goes in. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then it has that 80s sound, you know, one that actually Kashif, R.I.P. to him, kind of started making popular in the early 80s with those synthesizers and things like that, even though he got that a little bit from Stevie in the 70s. I ain't going, you know, got to give respect. But Kashif kind of made this sound, you know what I mean? And, oh, my God, and D-Train, they came in and they ran with it. And, you know, this joint, my mom be grooving. She be having her cup in her hand or her beer in her hand, and she rocking. And I could even see my grandma. She, like, nodding, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, Grandma, so I know I'm on the right road. So then, when it kind of breaks and gets to the chorus again, you know, my family will start getting on the floor. Then I'm like, okay, I know I'm doing right. And here we go. Hey! You're the one for me. Yeah! Y'all can't tell me that joint don't feel good. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be feeling it. Oh, that, and those synthesizers are so strong, you can hear it, and the beat just knocks. It's just amazing. So I gotta start it off with that one. It gets the party rocking. It gets my family rocking. So at number 5 is D-Train with You're the One for Me. Banger. So as I'm on my 80s tip, and my family know I'm gonna be on it for a minute, I'm like, all right, maybe I need to go over to West End Records. And if y'all know about West End Records, I think they're so underrated. They started in 1976, and they were kind of doing the disco era, but they kind of fell out after a while because, you know, after the disco era, it kind of really went out on a bad note. So a lot of the labels kind of suffered because disco was popping, and when it was popping, it was popping. So, you know, I know this label very well because my mother's favorite song ever is Heartbeat by Tanya Gardner. And she has so many of the 12-inch singles, like about 8 or 9 of them in the house by itself. So I know she went and brought that so many times. But Mama, we not talking about her on this one. Don't get me wrong, I gave the respect, but we not talking about Tanya Gardner, even though that's a classic too. But I'm talking about here we go. We're going to do this again. Raw Silk. And with their 1982 classic, this joint bangs. And it goes a little something like this, y'all. Get ready to rock some more. And here we go. Back up right there. Hey, that joint rocks, yo. And I know, now that, if I didn't get my family rocking, because normally they be rocking off of D-Train, You're the One, for me. They'll rock to that. But if they don't, because they normally know if I do play that, they'll just rock and be like, all right. But when I play this, when I play Raw Silk, my mother is on the floor. Like, she loves this joint. And this joint just has that knock to it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, if I'm solo in the house, I just blast it and I just go in, and I'm just by, and my neighbors, they got to deal with it, and I'm just be, woo! Woo! It just feels so good. Woo! And I just be rocking off, y'all. I just go in. But one thing about me that I really love about this song is the instrumentation. And there's a part where I just, like, this is the part where I actually kind of get on the floor and the music just takes me away. And it's really amazing because I'm a big instrumentation fan. And if you do it right, you got me. And in this song, they did it right. And they have this horn in there, y'all, and it just takes you away. And it goes a little something like this, y'all. That horn, I love me a horn, y'all. One thing, if you know anything about me, I love a horn. You can even put in a slow song, and it will make the slow song even better. Like, oh my God, oh my God. And you know, this joint is definitely a classic play in my house, for real, for real. Even my grandma would dance to this, for real, for real. But I was so happy when, you know, as far as hip-hop, when the Native Tongues used this sample. They used it, and if y'all don't know who the heck the Native Tongues is, we're talking about Jungle Brothers, we're talking about Tribe Called Quest, Queen Latifah, De La Soul, Moni Love, and it's a lot more of them. You know, we can talk about Brand Nubians and Leaders of the New School and all that, but with this song, it was just Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Queen Latifah, and Moni Love, and they used it for their song Doing Our Own Thing. And I was like, wow, you know, because some people can use the sample wrong, but they used it right on this one. And here it goes. It goes a little something like this. And Queen Latifah is actually on the hook, y'all. So here we go. Go back a little. Here we go. Woo! Come on, y'all. That joint knocks. And of course they use it the right way, and that's what I really enjoy. If you can use a sample the right way, then you got me. And they definitely did their thing on that. So coming in at number 4 is Raw Silk with Do It to the Music. And Native Tongue, they use it for Doing Our Own Thing. And it's a classic. For real, for real. Coming in at number 3 is from Shalimar. I think this group is so underrated when it comes to R&B music. Leon Silvers from the Silvers Gate, you know, they blessed them with some classic music, y'all, for real, for real. And when I'm on my 80s tip, this song has to be played. This song has to be played. And then they did a live performance, and I think it's like 3 minutes long. And sometimes because I have an MP3 of that, and I play that, and it just sounds so good, y'all. And I feel like, you know, in an 80s R&B mix, you have to play this song. And it goes a little something like this. I love it to death. Here we go. One more. All right. Love that joint. I love that song. Like, it's just such a happy record. Just make that move right now, baby. Like, I just love that. And my family is eyeing on this. You know, I think this is a little bit more of a solo joint for me when I rock off. My family's like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, they don't say the song is bad. They just like, all right, it's cool, whatever. My mom would go and refill up her drink, and, you know, my grandma would just sit there and just kind of nod her head like this, and I'm like, all right, well, at least I know they all right with it. But me, I love the joint, and I kind of go in, and I'm woo! Go around once in a lifetime, make that move right now, baby. I love that. I don't care. I do not care. But what's so crazy, they give you harmonies in this song too. I know I passed it, but they give you some harmonies, and it kind of go a little something like this. And I just want y'all just to hear their harmonies. Leon Silvers blessed them with some classics, but here we go. I want to go to the part where you can hear those harmonies. Here we go. Come on, yo. You cannot tell me that you're not hearing those harmonies, yo. Oh, my God, man. So, I always have to play Shalimar, Make That Move. I love that song, and it just is what it is. So, at number 3 is Shalimar, Make That Move. Coming in at number 2 is the Queen of Ivory Soul, the late Tina Marie. Now, if my family left the floor most of the time when I play Shalimar, Make That Move, I know they'll be back on this one, for real, for real. And, you know, I know they'll come back for Tina. I know they would. You know what I mean? So, when they hear the guitar riff, they know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And I hear my mom like, oh, yes, Tina. That's Tina right there. And then, you know, I got him again. You know, I might lose him for maybe maybe a minute. But then I bring him back with this one. And this is a classic from her. And it goes a little something like this. Come on, Tina, let's go. And that's the bottom line, I need your loving. Just a little time, this will do. Woo! Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Tina Marie was a soul sister, hands down. She was just, for real, that girl had so much soul in her, it couldn't even be denied. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you don't have this song in the 80s mix, something is wrong with you, for real, for real. And again, this song has some great instrumentation because, of course, Tina has another horn in this record, and I love it. And like I said before, I love a horn. And she gave me another horn in this one. And just vibe out to the horn, y'all. Here we go. Woo! That sounds so good, didn't it? Oh my God, Lord Jesus. It's just amazing. This song is just so epic. It will get you on the floor. It's just a feel-good 80s record. And it came out in 1980. So it's like it's the starting of the 80s, and it still has that disco vibe to it, but it still has that 80s flavor to it. And that's what I really like. And what I really like, I think is my favorite part of this song, is actually the end. And it goes a little something like this, and I just love the way the end goes. And here we go, starting right here. Let's come over. Here we go, like this. Woo! I love that. Like, I love how it just stops. And then it just comes back. And she's like, is that enough love? Like, I just like that. Like, the production of that was just so epic. And you have to have the long version, because y'all know the radio version is like 3 minutes. But if you have the long version like me, I think it's like 6 minutes if I'm not. No, it got to be about 6 minutes and about 50 seconds, I think, of the long version. And you get that part where the beat slow down and then it comes back up again. It just gets you rocking again. It's just, come on. Oh, my God. Yes, Tina. Come on, girl. Love that joint. Love it, love it, love it. So coming in at number 1 will always end kind of like my 80s playlist. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might play some other songs, but this song will kind of end it, because by this time I'm like, all right, I gave my family enough 80s, and I've had enough of 80s, so it's time for me to get into that 60s and 70s that we love. My family loves to death. And when I always play this joint, my mom be like, oh, shit, that's my era. And I'm like, no, sorry, boo. After 1985, your era was ended. And she like, excuse me? She was like, well, this song came out in 83 or 84. I'm like, no, it did not. I was like, it came out my birth year. So Junior's era began. And we always go back and forth with this, because I'm like, Mom, your era was over. And she's like, what, I can't party? I'm like, but how is going to be your era and I'm born? Like, it becomes my era. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I was hearing it because I know all these old songs, so clearly my era began. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just funny going back and forth when I always play this song. But coming in at number 1 is from Meli'sa Morgan, and this joint just will always get the party rocking. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. If you don't move up this record, I don't know what is. I don't know what's wrong with you, honestly. But here we go. Paradise, yeah. Woo! That joint is nice. That joint goes in. and it's just a feel-good record. And anytime you hear it, it just makes you feel good, and it just makes you it makes you feel so good because it feels like it's the summer of 1986. And clearly it would feel good because I was born in the summer of 1986. So it would be great just to hear this song, and it just feels so good. And you know what my favorite part is of this song is this part, and I think it sounds a little familiar. It should sound familiar because somebody special used it in 1996, and they used it, and it goes a little something like this. Maybe one day you'll be a star. So somebody used that, and maybe I should play it. Yeah, maybe I should do that. And it goes a little something like this. Come on, hey. Baby, one day you'll be a star. Yeah. Oh my God. Mary came in and blessed Jay with that hook. Like, for real, for real. Even though he did his thing on the song, but I'm sorry, the Queen came in and did her thing on it. But I have to respect Meli'sa Morgan for this classic record. You gotta give respect. Bow down to her because she had a great 1986 record, and 10 years later Mary and Jay got on it and they used that hook, and it is amazing. So my number one is coming in is Meli'sa Morgan with Fool's Paradise. So those are my 5 joints, y'all. D-Train, You're the One for Me. Raw Silk with Do It to the Music. Shalimar, Make That Move. Tina Marie with I Need Your Lovin', and Meli'sa Morgan with Fool's Paradise. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Some of it you might not know, some of it you might have known. Hopefully maybe it can, you know, y'all can put it in y'all playlist and y'all can rock to it when y'all doing like an 80s mix or something like that. And or just let me know, put it in the comment section. Let me know what your 5 top 80 R&B joints is, and put in the you know, the comment section, and then we can talk back and forth. And hopefully, I hope y'all like my list. I hope it was dope. You know, even gave y'all songs that used the samples. So I like doing that in these Flashback Fridays. So I'm gonna end this video with a joint that will make me and my mom jam to death. Oh my God, I throw this on anytime. It can, man, I can be in a 60s mix and I go to this song and it will get my family rocking. So many people use this sample. Salt and Pepper, Father MC, The Lost Boys, Rashawn Patterson, Boogie Down Productions. So many people use this sample, and it is just amazing. It's by Gwen McCrae, and I just love this joint, and it's a classic, and that's why I felt like I wanted to end, and it came out in 1981, and here we go. Come on back a little bit. We gonna come from right here. Here we go. Woo! Hey, hey, can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Keep rocking to that good music.